Hi everybody, welcome to Dudley's Crochet, aka Julia. And today's episode is Show and Tell Friday. But before I get into that, I'm going to read the devotional and then I will get into the show and tell part. It says, A grateful, generous people. The leaders of families, the officers of the tribes of Israel, the commanders of thousands and commanders of hundreds, and the officials in charge of the king's work gave willingly. The people rejoiced at the willing response of their leaders, for they had given freely and wholeheartedly to the Lord. David the king also rejoiced greatly. 1 Chronicles chapter 29, verses 6 through 9. When have you experienced that it is truly more blessed to give than to receive? Acts chapter 20, verse 35. Maybe you were able to secretly mow the lawn for a neighbor, anonymously cover the month's rent for the struggling family, sit with the lonely widow in her grief, or help design the church's new website. We honor God when we give His people our time, talent, and treasures. The leaders of Israel honored God and inspired joy in the people when they gave generously. 190 tons of gold, 380 tons of silver, 675 tons of bronze, and 3,800 tons of iron to the temple project. 1 Chronicles chapter 29, 7 and 8. Is it hard to consider giving so lavishly of our treasures? One wise Christian follower advised, give until it hurts, and then give until it stops hurting. Glory is glorified, our God is glorified when we give Him the absolute best of our time, our talents, and our treasures. Okay, for the show and tell part, I forgot to get the slippers. Hang on just 1 second. See if I can get them. Okay. I don't know why I forgot to get the slippers, but here we are. I finished both of them. This is for Amanda, like I said, at Naughty Crocheter. And I did sage on the bottom and Arctic on the top. And here's the other one. Sage on the bottom and that on the top. So, here we go. If I can get them to straighten out a little bit. I finished the last one last night. I've been suffering with a toothache and I didn't want to work on my blanket because I didn't feel like keep turning it. But here's both of them. You can see. Squishing the tops. About impossible to show you. Hang on a second. Let's see. Maybe if I hold them on the back here, you can see there we go. There's the tops. So it's Arctic and Sage. So I got Amanda's pair done. I still have 2 more pair to make. So I started, since I didn't want to work on my blanket because of my tooth hurting. Along with my blanket that I'm working on for things we're making Thursday, she wanted me to do the letters to go on the blanket, and then she asked me if I could make pillows of that letter. So I started the M. Let's see, there we go. There's the M panel. We'll make 2 of them and then sew them together. And the slipper pattern, I forgot to tell you, come from Little John's Yarns. And this is just the pattern not sewed together for me to make my M. So I'm using the slipper pattern from Little John's Yarns to make my letter M pillow. So, And what I plan on doing is making 2 panels and sewing them together. And I'm using the yarn that came in my Happy Mail from Amanda and Lisa at Happy to Hook. I'm using the Honey Bunny from Hobby. Or Hobby, I don't know however you say it, but there you go. I'm using that. And I know I don't have enough to make another panel out of this color, of this panel color. So I'm going to either use a peach or the bright pink that came in it. I think I'm going to use the bright pink. We'll go with it because it'll be colors that's on her blanket. And then she can turn it around if she's not feeling one color one day. She can turn it around and she'll have that. Then the letter T, I'm going to try to make up my own pattern using the burgundy color. Because my son don't want girly colors for his letter, so I told him that I would do it in burgundy. But I think I got enough dark colors in the blanket that it'll look okay. And then I'll show you my agenda. And I did get it all filled out. There's Monday, and I used a doggy. There's Tuesday, and I used Minnie. There's Wednesday, and I used the unicorn. And then there's Thursday for a butterfly. And Friday for doggies. And then down here, I wrote my shout outs. So I can keep up with who I shouted out, because I've been forgetting to do that, and then I call out somebody else. So I'm trying to find new channels. So I'm trying to keep up with that. And I just wrote it on Saturday and Sunday because I don't make videos on the weekend, because I spend time with him and everything like that. So, and if you don't know who him is, his name is Timmy. We've been together almost 15 years. So every time we try to get married, something happens and somebody ends up in the hospital. Like one time, I had to cancel it because my Uncle Steve and his daddy was in ICU at the same time. So I was going from room to room, seeing both of them and staying at the hospital all day because he has to work because I can't. So I just said, well, we'll get married on a spur of a moment thing, just whenever. So I think that's what we're going to do. I think that's all I have for today, and I will be back with Ketchup Monday on Monday, and I hope everybody has an awesome weekend. They get a lot of crafting time in, and please be kind to others, and be kind to yourself. You deserve it also, and I will see you in the next one.